Okay, so this is what happened. I was doing the show, and we get to the part where it's Deo, and I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to sing Deo, and then I'm doing it, right? All of a sudden, this pig on a cart comes out and attacks me. I've only been in a few Broadway shows. I haven't experienced this before, but I am pretty sure that that's illegal. I don't know if there's some animal abuse happening, but a pig came out and it attacked me. I mean, look at my hair. I'm bleeding. I feel like it, at least. Okay, Alex, tell me what's going on.
All right, so there's a gas or a steam leak in the building. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of firemen here, but there's also a lot of fans here we've been saying hello to.
Hi, everybody! We're trying to get this figured out. All right, I came to say hi real quick. We're just waiting with the fans for a little bit. Okay, so we're figuring this out. Hopefully we start on time. 2 shows Saturday, let's do this.
What happened to your hair? It's a mess.
What happened?
I got attacked by a pig.
A pig?
Yes. I mean, I knew I was going to be on stage, but I didn't know I was going to do this.
She's PTSD! She's traumatized, for heaven's sake.
I'm taking the stress stuff. This is enough.
That pig. We're gonna have him for dinner tomorrow. Don't worry.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to scare Jill. Here we go.
Hi, it's me, Danny, the sandworm understudy. This is my life here, Beetlejuice. Big Sandy never calls out, and I just sit backstage. Me and my shrimp neck pillow. I wish I could make my Broadway debut, but I can't force her to call out.
No.
She's resilient. She's a professional. But one day, I'll get to show the world my stuff.
So Danny, I guess Alex, sometimes you have to rehearse with Alex when he wants to.
No. I'm here for all the rehearsals, but I don't get any of the glory. You know what? I'm gonna rehearse and I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah, you're gonna be ready.
Ready.
Let's rehearse.
Hiya, Mom! Yeah!
It was good. That was good.
That was really good, Danny. Now we're gonna scare Dana. Here we go. Dana, come and sashay down the hallway. Sashay. Here she comes. Let me see.
I can't move my legs, so it's more like a...
Wait, come this way. Come this way. It was really important that this week I feature Callan Hughes because Callan is our sound effects operator, which is a huge part of Beetlejuice. A lot of people think that all the sound effects and stuff that happen are just magically happen by one person. It's a whole team of people in the show. So Callan has been with the show since when? Since we first...
2017, yeah.
Was that our first workshop?
No, it was the one that happened at Baruch.
And basically, Alex Timbers, our director, wanted Callan in the room to be able to kind of coordinate all these weird things. So for instance, a door opens, you hear a creak. What's another thing that's...
Beetlejuice pinches at Adam's butt and there's a squeak. The rug gets pulled out, there's a whoosh. There's hundreds and hundreds of cues.
Right, and those cues are important to start working on in the rehearsal room because of the comic timing and because to get the vibe of the show, all of the crazy sounds, it's all part of it. So I thought it was important also to feature Callan because Callan is so young. How old are you?
26.
And is moving up very quickly. And you went to college. For people that are interested in doing sound design and doing this sort of thing, what was your trajectory to get here?
I started doing sound when I was 14 because nobody else wanted to at my high school. And then I liked it. and it's sort of like a good combo of music and theater, which is both things that I wanted to do without performing.
And you also, but you did like singing. You do like singing.
Yeah.
Right. That's like a part of you too.
Yeah, but a part that,
no
that
one
is not
really
my
knows.
career.
Yeah.
And then I went to college. I went to NYU, and I studied sound design and lighting design. And for a while, I thought I might do lights instead, and then I changed my mind again.
Dave Horowitz, who is what we call our A1, which is the mixer of the show, he does the mixing of the show, and Callan does the sound effects. So they're right next to each other, but Callan has been able to start moving up, and you started training to mix.
Yeah, as his sub. Yeah.
As his sub. So, and I have to say, Callan's been amazing. And it's great because everyone kind of learns each other's jobs. And I think it's going to be awesome that you're probably going to wind up doing it at some point, full-time mixing.
Someday,
either on, your next show, remember, but to be able to do that so young, is that like rare?
I don't know.
It seems like it. It seems like there's not a lot of people your age doing it so early.
I don't know. Maybe a little young. Yeah.
Yeah, you're embarrassed. I'm embarrassing you. I remember when you got the word that you were going to get your card. You were going to get your and that happened in DC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good day. Yeah.
That was really exciting. I remember when that happened. So that happened, and then you found out you were moving with the production. That also happened in DC, that you were going to get your first Broadway credit, which is a really big deal. Yeah. You and I have talked a lot about this. Beetlejuice is obviously about the strange and unusual and the whole themes with that. And I talked about in my last episode with high school and kind of my journey through dealing with stuff. And, that also it's been cool to be in a show about that sort of thing and dealing with loss and all that. But for you, this has been a huge time for you.
Yeah.
Because
I've been transitioning, yeah.
You've been transitioning.
And I started on this show pretty much at exactly the time in my life when I realized I wanted to transition. And this Beetlejuice has been kind of like one of the only constant things in my life in these couple of years. And everybody in this building, or a lot of the people who I've known since 2017, have like really watched it all go down. Like,
it's been amazing.
It's it's been an exciting time. A lot of things are changing, and I'm very grateful and lucky to have this place to come to every day. And
the transitioning is like really cool. I mean, you started in DC.
Yeah, well, I started. We did the first workshop in November 2017, and then I started like hormones in February of the next year, right before the next workshop in March, and then we went down to DC. And then in the 6 weeks between DC and Broadway, I was able to have surgery, and so that was really cool. And now I came back.
That's right. The surgery was a big deal. To have top surgery.
Yeah, came back and did my first Broadway show. And now I'm sort of like at the end of what I think is my transition, and things are very cool and good. Yeah,
it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna scare Carrie. Carrie? Yes. Wait, we might ask you a question. Just come outside for a second. Never not funny. Who's buying your ticket? Yes, Rob!
Hey, Donnie.
This makes me feel like reborn. I just lost them.
It's like vacation.
I'm in like
Got you.
Well, it happened again. I thought that stage management talked to the pig about this abuse. And apparently, I wore this headband to try to like make the pig think that I was someone else. Well, it didn't work. Because it attacked me again. I'm over it. I'm calling my agent. Larry, I can't do this. I mean, the pig keeps attacking me. Stage management talked to the pig. I talked to the pig. No, I don't know his name. Why would I know the pig's name? You're useless.
What happened? What? What happened?
I wore this headband to make him think I was someone else, and he obviously knew it was me. It wasn't a good disguise.
He attacked me. I called my agent. My agent doesn't care. He asked me if I knew the pig's name. How am I supposed to know a pig's name? I'm not even in the same dressing room floor as him.
I can't.
I know.
I can't take it.
I mean, either.
I can't see you like this every day.
It's too hard.
It's too much.
It's too much. I can't. Okay, well, we're going to figure this out.
I mean, I just like watched them like it was like a whole like a series of a TV show.
How are you, ladies?
Just no sound at all. Just the worst attempt at saxophone playing in the history of the world.